That's the way it used to be. That is what decency looks like. That is what honor sounds like. There's no place for the personal here. That's what John Kerry said when I invited him to get personal about Donald Trump, lying about him for years and what he accomplished as Secretary of State in his nuclear agreement with Iran. With Wyden going out later and telling the press that Donald Trump was completely justified in being so angry at them. Because for Donald Trump, there is nothing but the personal. For the Republicans who have put the United States Senate in Donald Trump's service, there is nothing but living the rest of their lives in disgrace. Leading off our discussion tonight is Democrat Senator Chris Van Hollen of Maryland. He's a member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, the Senate Appropriations Committee. Senator Van Hollen, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Bill Cassidy apparently got a secret briefing that's filled with all sorts of good news that no one else in the Senate is allowed to know. Well, Lawrence, you're right that the groveling and appeasement knows no bottom anymore in the United States Senate. We used to have a Republican Party where we had vigorous differences with the Democrats on all sorts of issues, but at least they took their responsibilities as senators seriously. In other words, there's a separate branch of government, an Article I branch of government, and you would never be able to see a president come down and just insult and berate members of their own party without anybody sticking up for their members or the Constitution. And that's what we have here. And so after that lunch, as you said, Senator Cassidy and others reversed their votes from just the previous few days, a vote that they had cast to make it clear that this war needs to come to an end, this illegal war. And that's why, for the first time in history, we passed a concurrent joint resolution, the same resolution that passed the House, calling for an end of the war. And yet, after that lunch and that so-called briefing, you saw Senator Cassidy unfortunately switch his vote. It is a very sad sign of the times. So Donald Trump always tells the lie that no one else has ever been able to achieve a pledge from Iran not to develop weapons. Of course, he hasn't achieved it yet, just as a memo saying that obviously for that later, John Kerry, Barack Obama did achieve exactly that. It was working. As Secretary Kerry explained last night, the enforcement mechanisms for working completely on one thing that John Kerry and Barack Obama did not achieve, that Donald Trump apparently is trying to achieve, is a massive, several $100 billion payoff to Iran. If something like that were to come to the United States Senate, could have possibly passed. So, Lawrence, let's unpack a couple things here. The first issue is that this war was a complete disaster for the United States. I mean, Donald Trump put our country in a terrible position. We've had 14 Americans killed, hundreds injured, thousands of civilians. We just saw Moody's Analytics say that the cost of the war to the country is over $135 billion. So my view is this war needs to come to an end. Now, we still don't know what form the nuclear part of these discussions will take, because those have not really started in earnest. But I do believe we need to put an end to this war, because there's no good way to end a bad war. Let me put it that way. Donald Trump has hurt this country. And now we just need to end it, because when you're digging yourself a hole, you need to stop digging. We've seen now new economic data indicating that the inflation is not being driven just by the increase in oil prices because of Donald Trump's war, but there's a fundamental structural economy has been generating this inflation, which means it's not going to come down. Inflation is not going to be aiming down to tolerable levels just because oil starts to flow. Well, that's right. Of course, this is why President Trump all of a sudden says that he loves inflation, because he's been creating the inflation. And, you know, one of the very few truths that Donald Trump has said, since you know they're few and far between, was when he admitted to the country that he doesn't think about the country's financial situation. And that's obviously true. I mean, look, he just threw a stick of dynamite into a bill to bring down housing costs in order to try to rig the midterm elections. And so Donald Trump has everything on his mind when it comes to enriching himself and his family and his billionaire buddies. But as you just said, when it comes to inflation, he doesn't give a damn. He just keeps pushing it up and up and up, including, as we know, with its across-the-board tariff before its reckless war. Senator Chris Van Hall, thank you very much for starting our coverage. It's good to be with you. I got two federal judges today said no to Donald Trump, one on mail-in voting and another on Donald Trump's slush fund for criminals who attacked the Capitol.
Recording in progress.
On the House Judiciary Committee, Jamie Raskin, who will be the chairman of that committee if the Democrats win the House and are able to investigate all of these things. Will join us next.
We are living the day that we've got a trailblaze and say goodbye to our foodie worry. We watch every time. Watching it's one time for our time.
When it comes to the band, it's an attraction, and you can't let your hand flat for the story. Surgery isn't the only option. Request a non-surgical treatment with minimal recovery time. Not only get a second opinion, visit specialist.com. Just apply seconds to exciting and moves without the limit. Help us tell better with the content.
Hi, Rada. Is it time for a Dobry den?
Dobry den. Dobry den.
Dobry den. Okay, Bulgarian.
Bulgarian, Dobry den. Russian, Dobry den.
Okay.
So, small differences.
Okay. I'm going to turn up my video for a sec. Only you and me and Soo Boo so far. Okay?
Yes, I see Soo Boo is here.
Mm-hmm.
Another, maybe. Alan.
Yeah. So far, nobody.
Soo Boo.
Hi, Soo Boo. Come on. My video's off because I'm eating right now. Well, tell me about the Is that a vase behind you? In your ikebana?
No.
What is
No,
that?
it's just a piece of copper that's folded up, scrunched together.
Oh, interesting.
Huh?
Did you scrunch it yourself?
Yeah, I scrunch it myself. It's a flat piece of, just a flat piece,
Mm.
and then I use it. I bend it. I bend it in certain directions for a previous ikebana thing. And then I was thinking, what shall I do with it? I'm going to throw it away.
Okay.
And then I just scrunch it anyhow, randomly,
Mhm.
wabi-sabi way. And then since it could stand,
Mm-hmm.
like that. Behind is a base.
Oh, okay.
So you
Behind.
can throw like that. You can throw like that.
Mm. Okay.
Whatever. I don't know what to do with it. Eventually, I might throw away. But you shouldn't throw away copper. Right? Copper is expensive, right?
Yeah, it's expensive. Mm.
But I have some pieces of copper things like this to get rid of.
Mhm.
But I don't know where to get it.
No, the copper alone looks really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Soo Boo, tell me about your backgammon game. What do you need now?
My backgammon game,
Mhm. Where do you think you need the most help?
the muddy middle.
Hmm? I'm
The
sorry?
muddy middle.
Oh,
And also,
yep, everybody needs help there.
yeah, I wanted, I'm finding that I starting is fine and initial reply is fine, but somewhere in the third or fourth
Mm-hmm.
move, no, in my third or fourth move, I might make a mistake that just close me out very quickly
Mm.
with XG especially. So I don't know how to avoid that.
Okay. So let's actually then tonight,
Mm.
let's start with really quickly going through the opening rolls. Okay. And we'll look at a couple responses to opening roll.
That one I got it down.
Mhm.
Like what are the naturals, what are the
Mm-hmm.
the rest, where the non-naturals, where to put it, and then the possible replies.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's when how to not fall into a trap where you have two um when you have two checkers on the bar, because then you have no way of getting in. Then you're really trapped.
Okay. Okay. So
How to avoid that,
so it's in the beginning, the way to avoid that is not to split your back checkers when they have an attacking game going on. Okay. So if they play 6-4 and make the 2-point, you shouldn't split your checkers. You can sometimes, right? But after a couple moves and their attacking game improves, then it gets to be too dangerous to step up. Okay. So that's one way. And then that's one way to keep from dancing, right? Getting your checkers up on the bar and dancing. Okay. So, but I think what'll be important is to understand the reasons why you want to do certain things. Okay. So that's why I think we should go over the
I read I was yesterday while waiting for Leonard's appointment. I was reading through your past notes, past year's lecture notes. Random things I write, I scribbled down while you talk.
I'm sorry, which notes?
The foundation,
Foundation, okay.
those are pretty good.
Yeah,
Those are pretty good. It's good to review it again,
right. It is. Okay, so let's I'm gonna share the screen. And we'll start with a,
Are we playing a game against them?
no, it wasn't, well, I thought that more beginners would be coming tonight.
Mm.
And so I wanted to focus the lesson on whoever came here. Okay,
Oh,
So-
so we're not playing a game with them then.
we
Yeah.
could though. Okay, we could play against XG. We're not gonna play against Kathy. We could
Oh.
play, okay.
Oh,
But the reason I want to go over these opening roles and replies, some opening roles and some replies to opening roles, is to understand exactly what's going on. Okay, because you quickly get to the murky middle. It happens pretty quickly. So start with the opening position.
wait, let me get something.
Okay. Okay. So what is the goal of the opening phase? Develop your position, right? You'll quickly become either an attacking game plan or a priming game plan or a running game plan pretty quickly. So there are roles that are naturals. What's
Yeah.
the best natural you could roll?
I mean the 7 point.
Okay. I mean, if you had any role you could choose for the
Mhm.
first roll, what would you choose?
Make the 5-1. Oh, okay, I see.
Make the
Oh,
5-1,
was it
right?
6-1?
15.
So if you have a 3-1, the
Mm.
best thing you could possibly do
Yeah.
is
Make the 5 point.
that's the best thing you can do, right? And what that's saying is that even though this is a small number, you're making one of the most important points of the bar on the board, right? You're making the 5-point. Really, really important. And same thing with 6-1. Right? You're going to want to make the bar point, right? Well, that's another natural. So what's another natural besides 6-1 and 3-1?
Another natural 4-2.
4-2, right? So with the 4-2, you're going to make
The 4 point.
okay. So this point is really important too, just like the 3-1 that makes a 5-point and the 6-1 that makes a 7-point. Really important. Okay. So far the 3-1 and the 4-2 really don't make up a lot of pips. But you get to make something solid, right? So what about with a 5-3?
8, 4,
Yeah. Make the 3 point.
and 8, 3. Yes.
Make the
And
three.
6,
one?
3. Yes,
Okay.
I think so.
So we're making a point again, right? So it's a little bit deeper, but you're developing something solid. Okay, now is there one more natural play besides this one?
6-5.
6-5, because you are running all the way here, right?
Mm.
So that's saying, because it's so much better than anything else, is that escaping a back checker is really good. In fact, there's a term for when you escape both back checkers. It's called full freedom, right? And tactically, it means that your opponents really need to try hard to send something back. Okay. So 3-1 making the 5 point, 6-1 making the 7 point, 4-2, which is even better than 6-1, right? Well, let's do it in order. 3-1 is the best roll, even though it's only 4 pips. 4-2 makes a 4 point. 6-1 makes a 7 point. 5-3 makes the 3 point. And 6-5 runs, right? So those are the naturals. So we have the other running plays, right? Besides 6-5, 6-4. So one of the possibilities is to run all the way here, right? And 6-3, run all the way. And 6-2, run all the way. But here you have more ways to get hit than if you were right here.
So for the six opening rows,
Mm-hmm.
you would do the running rather than coming down to the 7 point.
No, I would come down, but I'm just saying
You would
that
come down.
these are possibilities, right? With the
Oh.
6-2, 6-3, and 6-4.
All right. Right.
And comparing this
I
one,
see.
which only has two numbers to hit, or 11 numbers to hit when you hit the 2. This one has 11 numbers for direct 4s, plus 3-1 and 1-3, plus double 2s. Right? So there's 3 additional numbers, so 11 plus 3 is 14 ways to get hit. So this not only rolls fewer pips, only 8 pips on the opening roll, but also has more ways to get hit and sent back. Right? That's one way. Look for the 6-4, just like the 5-3, the 4-2, and the 3-1. We can also make the 2 point.
8-4.
Mhm.
The 2,
So that's something we might want to make when we're
6-4.
pushing
two.
harder for a gammon. Right? Because the more inner broad points you have, the more likely you are to get a gammon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when should you go for that?
So let's say you're in a match
Mm.
and it's 1 away, 2 away, or 2 away, 1 away Crawford, which means you need 2 points. Your opponent needs 1 point. There's no cube coming up. Then if you win 2 points, you could win the match, right?
Oh, okay. So that's why you want to go for a gammon.
Right. You want to push hard for gammon this way. So 6 in that situation, you need 2 away and your opponent needs 1 away. This is the best play. But there's one more play you
Okay.
can do, right? There's another play you can do with the 6-4. It's splitting and dropping 1 down. That's called a
Yeah.
split, right? So you see this most often usually.
When is this good?
That's good for even scores, or if you are a stronger player than your opponent, this is a better play. Right? So let's look again at this one. 6-4 running. When is this one good, do you think?
Yeah.
Let's say the score is flipped around. You need 1 and your opponent needs 2. Right? This will lead to a simpler game. Unless, you're not going to win as many gammons this way, right? But you don't want to get gammon too. So 6-4 when you're 1 away, 2 away would be a better thing to run. So you've got 3 different opening plays for the 6-4. Right? Either splitting, or making the 2 point, when you want pushing hard for the gammons. And then can I just do this? Yeah, I can just do that. Okay. And then splitting. Right? Those are 3 different ways you can play the 6-4 opening. And they all have their place. Now, one thing about all the 6s, you don't see a 6 come down to here, from here to here usually, unless you have roll 6-1 to make that point. because you're giving your opponent an
Oh.
immediate way to hit you and send
Oh.
you back, right?
Oh.
So we know that the race is important enough that we don't do something like this. So all the sixes will either be running or splitting, like a 6-2 to split. Or same thing with 6-3 to split. Right? And we know about 6-4, right?
But they can also hit your 6 up there. Right?
I'm sorry, one more time?
What makes it less riskier to move
Okay.
your 6 to the 18 point? To move versus move 6 down to 7. What makes it less risky?
Oh, okay. So we put a checker
There,
here,
but
okay?
yeah, versus put it down on the 7.
Right,
Yeah.
we're springing here, right?
Yeah.
So-
Are you saying it depends on where the stage of the game?
In this
But-
case right here,
Hmm.
what if you get hit in this spot right here,
Uh-huh.
where's the checker got to go back to?
To the bar.
Bar. So it's lost 18 pips by being hit. Let's go all the way back here, right? Versus if the checker is here,
Oh, okay. And then get hit.
right? Only goes back 7 pips.
Mm.
So that's why it's riskier. Right?
Mm.
Do you ever split 18 and 20?
So the answer is usually almost never do this. Right? All three of the other ways of playing 6-4 are better.
Okay.
Either running all the way, or splitting, or making the 2-point. And the weakness of this play right here is that it lets your opponent hit 2 checkers and put them on the bar right away, easily, right? 1s and 6s will hit this checker. 1s and 3s will hit this checker. And if they roll a 6, like a 6-2, 6 and 2 puts 2 checkers up on the bar. And that'll slow down your development a lot. Okay. So first we said the opening phase, the goal is to develop your position quickly. What you really need to think about is developing your position more quickly than your opponent. Okay. So let's skip ahead to something else. Okay, let's say your opponent runs 6-5. Or runs 6-5 to and does the lower leap. And then you roll a 2-1. How should you play a 2-1?
I would do bring down 13 to 11 and 24 to 23. Or, well, I don't know. Or 24 to 21 or 13 to 10. But this is an opening roll, yeah.
Hmm.
Well, it's a response to an opening roll. So
What's an opening roll?
yeah, what would I normally do? I think I'd split to 11 and 23.
Okay. What do the rest of you guys think?
11 to 20, 11 and 23. That's what I would do. But
Okay.
maybe I'm lacking strategy. I'm just
Yeah.
So what is your strategy here? Your opponent,
I have no strategy.
they escape 1 checker now, right? So you'd like to send a checker back to join his buddy. Right? That's your goal right now, is to send a second checker back. Because there's a big difference between your opponent having 1 checker back and your opponent having 2 checkers back. If they only have 1 checker back, it's easy for them to run away and get out eventually. It's also so one more checker here after they run away. It also means that they have 14 checkers on this side of the board. Only 1's back, which means they have more ways to trap you. They have more checkers to trap you. Okay. So it's good because they escaped a checker. It's also good for them because they have 14 checkers to try and build a prime or tap. Okay. So yes, this is the play I would have made all the time. But I've been convinced that there's a better play.
Well, one reason I would do this split is because then the next roll, I have more opportunities. Because I have more checkers on more places and can take advantage of more rolls. So that's why I would do it.
Mm-hmm. You got more ways to attack. They try and put checkers here, lots out here to build, right?
Yeah.
And more, and start to build your home board by starting one down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Possibility of starting to build
Okay.
on the lower board.
Okay. The 2 is what I would do
Mm.
down here to the 11 point. There's another ace that I would do. I used to do this split here to attack more checkers in the outfield.
Mm.
But XG convinced me that there's a better play.
6 to 5.
Mm-hmm. Your opponent just rolled 11 pips. You just rolled 3
11?
pips. They rolled 6-5, right? No. And now you've only rolled 3 pips. You're 8 pips behind right now. So maybe you need to build a better blockade, and you need to care less about the race deficit because you're already behind the race deficit. But now you need to unstack these mountains and build points to block in this checker here. So it's really, really close. But XG has convinced me that this is a better play right here.
I'm always fearful of doing that.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, what's the big deal if you're already 8 pips behind? If you get hit here, you're gonna lose another 20 pips, but it's not as
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, so what?
Where, yeah.
I mean, if you were ahead in the race, right, then you'd be more worried about getting sent back.
Oh, I see. So if you're behind and you get more behind, who cares?
Yeah, right? You do care, but not as much as you would care if you were ahead and you got sent back.
Okay.
Okay.
But I guess one of my counter arguments is by leaving the 6 point there and either moving the 24 off or advancing the 11 one more still gives me opportunity to build, well, without so much risk.
Oh, I'm
But
sorry.
but you're saying the risk is worth it.
I think the work, yeah.
I think that's the coveted 5 point that you wanted. Is that why? Is that why you is that why that actually things go to 5 is move down to 5 is good?
Well, you got
Because
half a
it's the
point.
golden point.
Yeah, we can't read his mind, right? But I think it's because of
That's
the
no
race
fun.
difference, right?
Mm.
11 pips for them, 3 pips for us. And that's the big reason we're not afraid of getting hit and sent back a little bit more. Okay. I rolled out the wrong position. I'm going to do it again right here. But the top 2 plays should be the 2 down, either the split with the ace or the slot with the ace here.
Okay.
Those should be the 2 top plays. Yeah. So you realize that, I mean, so the thing to learn is it's only the reply to the opening roll, but it also changes your strategy already. You have things to work for and try and prevent for your opponents, and your priorities change a little bit. In this case, only 1 checker back. You need to contain that checker, and you need to send another buddy back to keep him company. So see how close they are? This is what actually you think is the best play, the slot. But then second best is a split, and it's really, really close.
Well, wait a minute. Isn't 0.196 smaller than 0.208?
Right. It's saying that your opponent rolled 11 pips and ran 1 checker away. You responded with a 2-1. And the best you could do is 45% winning chances, right? You're going to be an underdog no matter what you do.
Right.
Well, that's why it's negative. So because it's negative, you want to minimize it. You don't want to go too far negative.
Oh, I see. Negative. Okay. Negative 1 9 is
Right.
bigger than -2. Okay.
Right.
Sorry. Negative. Oh, negative. Oh, search to 0.
So it says, these other ones here are a bit different. Here, just the one checker up here, right? That's one of the plays that Carol mentioned.
Mhm.
Another one she mentioned was this right here. And then there's even this one right here. Splitting and slotting, which is usually not a good idea
Wow.
because you're not likely to achieve everything on both
Anything.
sides, right? Your opponent's going to molest you by hitting you somewhere. That makes it hard to either make that 5-point or to do something with these split checkers. Okay, so in that case, they rolled a 6-5 and ran. You rolled a tiny little number. And so your goal is to keep that checker contained or send another one back. Okay, so that makes sense that after you bring the 2 down, either slot to contain or split to attack more in the outfield. Okay, let's say your opponent opened with a 2-1. Which way is your opponent? Oh, it's going to be here. 2 and 1. And you roll a 3-1. What's the best way to play it?
This is still opening roll.
Yeah, so your opponent just rolled a 2-1. That's the opening roll. And you responded with a 3-1.
I mean, I would probably do the
Attack.
make the point on 5, but I have a feeling hitting on 20 is better.
Okay. So
I just feel like that's what Mike is going to say.
So in the argument for this is you're
Yeah.
building a solid point, right?
Yeah, that's an important point.
And if you hit, you're not building anything,
No,
but you are
And they're-
sending a checker back. Okay.
yeah.
So remember we said that the goal of the opening phase is not just to develop your position, but to develop your position more quickly than your opponent.
Ah,
So by hitting them, you make it hard. You're not developing yourself, but you're making it hard for your opponent to develop something.
ah.
Okay. So no, let's see. So 3-1 here, back here.
By hitting them in the opening roll, by hitting their inner board in their opening roll, you make it easier for them to develop their board.
Make it easier or make it harder? I mean,
Easier.
if you don't
Easy.
hit them, right?
No, if you hit them,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
then they would want to hit you back.
Right,
By
that's
more-
okay. That's okay. It's happening on their side of the board, right? They're
Yeah.
going to lose more pips, right? Because they got to go all the way back to here and then around again. If we get hit over here, we get sent over here and just lose a little bit. So if there's going to be an exchange of hits, we prefer that it happens on their side of the board,
Hmm.
right?
Oh, I see.
So in terms of developing your position, 3-1 making the 5 points great, right? But there's more to be said for hitting. You send them back 20 pips in the roll in the pip count, and you take away half the roll, so it makes it really hard for them to develop. Right? So again, we haven't built anything by hitting. Here's our play for hitting, right? Send one checker to the bar. But now it's going to be hard for them to do anything at all, right? Makes it really hard for them. Maybe they roll double 1s or double 3s or something, right? Then they could do something. But it makes it much harder. You're taking half the roll. So that's the concept of either build something or make it hard for your opponent to build.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that happens a lot in the opening phase. Do I hit, or do I make a point? Or do I hit a checker,
Mm,
right?
mm.
And that's one of the hardest parts about backgammon, is figuring out which is right. In this case, XG says this is correct by a huge margin over
Yeah.
making
By
the
a
see
huge
that.
margin.
yeah,
Huge.
1.122. So it takes you from 52% favorite with this play down to an underdog of 49.9. Because almost every roll will make this 5-point, right? The only ones that don't make that are 5s and 2s. But a 5-2 can make the 3-point, right? But if you roll double 5s or 5-2 or 2-5, you can't make this point, right? You cannot make this point right here. But everything else does. 1s, 3s, 6s, and 8s all make this point right here. Okay. So okay, what do you guys think so far? Is that helpful? So we're kind of looking at these opening rolls and replies to opening rolls and looking at the reasons why we do that.
Yeah, the why is very important because otherwise you're just sort of, you do things and you do them because you've heard, okay, 3-1 is this, and then all of a sudden it's, well, 3-1 in a different situation changes that equation by a lot.
By a
It's
lot.
like, oh,
Right, by a lot.
and so, I'm trying to develop my board, but I'm also trying to prevent them from developing theirs. Okay. That's a consideration I hadn't thought of.
Okay, so let's say we hit, yeah, and then so we're gonna hit, right?
Okay, let me
24-20.
Yeah.
see screen here. Gotta make you guys smaller. Go. We're gonna do this right here. Oops, what's going on?
You got to move those back off the 5.
Go, and then we need to go to this guy right here. Now we can do it. Okay. So we're gonna hit.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then let's say they have a 2-2.
Okay. Hold on. I'll play the first one for you guys.
Then they roll a 2-2, let's say.
Trying to get the checker off here.
Or 1 and 4.
So let's do this. Just start. They roll 2-1 and put it here and here. We roll the 3-1 to hit. It goes here. Now they roll 2-2 from here. So let's switch the sides. Okay, 2-2.
What would be their best move?
Okay, so best move is going to include coming in here, right?
Yeah.
Why is it not moving on me?
That doesn't really help them a lot.
Yeah. Okay, but then
There he goes. Okay. One's there. You got 2 more to play. What are you guys thinking? I mean, you have to have reasons for what you're going to do, right? Three more 2s to play. Do you push these guys to make the 22 anchor?
Mm,
You make the 4-point. You make the 11-point.
I was thinking make the 11 and make the 4 would probably be my choice.
Okay, so 1 here and 2 here.
Although I don't know. I don't know about that 4-point, but
That looks pretty solid to me.
does it?
8-6.
Either that or you bring out the 23. Do cover 11 and bring 23 out.
23 up. Okay, to advance to the inner board, right?
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, making the 11 points is pretty good, right here, right? And
that's for sure, yeah.
Right.
But
and
but moving down and stacking their 6 point is better, or moving out is better from their.
Yeah,
Oh,
I wouldn't do the 6 point. What's the point of that?
no, I mean,
Just making the 4 point.
yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
Oh, making the 4 point, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you have to think, okay, I've got, white now has 3 checkers back. Black only has 2 checkers back. You're gonna try hard to contain these guys here, right?
Mhm.
So after coming in, I would think making this point right here, blocking it. And then almost always roll double aces, you're gonna make the 5 point, and double twos, you're gonna make the 4 point almost automatically. Because the 5 and the 4 point are really, really strong, really important.
Mhm. Mhm.
But in this case, you only have 2 spare checkers on the 6 point.
Yeah,
If you make the 4 point, you're naked now on the 6 point. Right?
yeah, but you
Sure.
got 5 guys in your outboard there to,
But you have a 4 point, which is good.
Right. So think about what's strong about all that. Is it strong to make the 4 point and make the 11 point, or is it strong to split the back checkers here? XG thinks it's not even close, right?
oh,
It says you come in with 1 and you make the 4 point and make the 11 point. That looks pretty imposing to these 2 black checkers right here, right?
okay,
You say, I really
Yeah.
want to roll a 4 to make the point here,
yeah,
or I want to escape this guy running
or
around with
6 and 2 or something, yeah.
or 5-4 to run away here. Right? So
And then this is good, right? Because this is developing their own board too.
This move, yes, this move is very good for that reason. So think about what your goals are, what your priorities are. And it'll help lead you to the right responses to the opening.
If I were black now, I would want to build my own board and stack my towers
Okay.
and find a way in the next row.
Okay, let's see. So this is the final. And so we go to the next roll. Let's accept this play right here. How do I do that?
No, it's not responding.
Yeah.
Okay,
So now it's black's roll.
Mhm.
What do you think the best roll would be for black?
A 4 for sure.
Okay, they
Yeah.
make the anchor, right? So I would think so too.
Maybe double 4s.
The double 4s would be great, right?
If wishes were horses.
So how would you play the other 3 4s though? If you're going to make this here first,
And then hit them at their 2 point.
Mm,
you really want to do that? You want to play an attacking game plan here? Or would you rather play more positionally in terms of building these points right here?
Well, that's positioning too. No? Well, you
yeah,
can't
but
make the 5 points, so
you're taking a lot of your power away when you put them that deep this early
I
in the
see what you
game.
mean.
I think there's a better use for 4s.
bring it down to the 9 point.
That's good,
Oh.
right?
2 down to the 9 point.
But you're also ahead. So you might bring 1 here and then 2 out to here and then 1 down because you're trying to just change it into a racing game.
Oh, then that's a racing game, yeah.
So I don't know which one's right, but we have to have reasons for each of them in order to make the play, right? If we can't
Yeah.
support it somehow, we shouldn't make it.
Well, definitely cover the 20 point.
Right.
That's a given.
That's fair. So let's start
And
with
then-
let's start from the easier one. Double 2s. How do you play double 2s?
Well, cover the 20.
Okay. And then how do you play the other 2?
Well, my tendency would be to bring down 13 because to me, covering the 4 point, it's a little early to cover the 4 point. If I got people in the back, then I should move them forward to give me more power to do that.
It would, yeah. It looks more like it'll develop better, right? You bring two
Right.
checkers here. Right?
Yeah,
But this is an asset. It's a solid asset to make the 4-point.
It,
Right.
even though it's a gap.
Even though it's a gap, yeah, it's a solid asset. So look at what XG says.
24 to 26 to 40.
6 to 4. Oh, wow, really? Okay.
Okay? And it says
Oh,
it's a
that's
huge
new.
difference, right?
Wow, yeah.
Because this is a solid point to have,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Okay. So now let's go to double fours. See what happens. So 1 here, you say, right?
Definitely. That's a given.
Okay. So we
And
can
then-
just, we can defend this play of making the 16-point because we're ahead in the race. We can defend bringing checkers down to the 9-point, right? We cannot as strong, because it'll develop quickly, they develop pretty well. We cannot defend as strongly, making the 8-point to the 4-point. Because we're giving up a good point to make another good point.
Right.
And our game plan probably isn't to hit on the 2-point and play an
Yeah.
attacking game plan. Right? Probably not. So we probably don't want to do this. So that
Oh.
leaves 16-point or 9-point, right? So those two, which one do you think is the best? Well, it's already showing you guys.
I'm gonna go with cover the 20. Actually, I would bring 24 to 16 and bring 2 down from 13 to 9.
Oh, so you wouldn't, 16 I'm looking for right now.
Oh.
It's a way down here.
Never mind.
Right.
Never mind.
So your
Okay,
best bet
that's
is
the
to make
worst
that
thing
point,
to
right?
do.
Right.
Okay.
That's a really important defensive point, especially
But
with-
I would move 24 to 20 and then 20 to 16 2 times
right?
Okay, and then 1
then-
down to 9.
and then 1 down to 9. 20
Okay,
to 9.
that was my next choice.
Okay.
Huh?
So both those can be defended, right? This is what XG says is the best or second best. And this was
The second best. Oh, what's the
I
best?
said this is
Oh,
second
hit
best.
them?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I
Wait,
don't- I
the
don't
second
know.
best to hit.
This is the first best, it says.
First best.
Make
Oh.
it 8
Stay there?
Oh, stay
Stay there,
there.
bring
and
3 down.
no, bring 3 down.
Yeah, actually this is good.
Yeah, okay. I see that right away. I see that.
points.
We got a lot of builders to
Right, lots of builders.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I think sometimes as a beginner, you want to get out. You want to get out.
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
And you
You're
fail.
so hung up about getting out and
Yes.
even
Right.
And
So-
I don't know why I didn't want to move 3 down, 3 checkers down, but it's like, then you do it and it's like, oh yeah, of course.
Of course, it's so obvious. Whack the forehead, right? So
I
so,
think
yeah.
my game's gonna get a lot better after today.
the idea,
I'm learning.
remember, you're allowed to move checkers around until you find a position you like,
Yeah, well,
and then move them back.
my trouble is I find what I like and I go with it and I don't see the others. So.
You've got it. Always look for a second best play.
Okay.
Okay. Always look for a second play. You might decide on that first play you made, but you should always maybe keep looking and maybe you find something better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least what it does is it helps you to clarify your thinking about why you're making this play and not making the other play.
Oh, I'm supposed to be clear thinking. Oh, okay.
Kind of important.
This looks good.
I know very few people who can play pretty good backgammon drunk or on weed. Right? Most cannot.
Say that if you're drunk or on weed, you can play better. Or is,
I know very few people who can. So most people
Oh.
cannot play better, right? In that
Okay.
situation. And except for Sandro Lilac was playing in the finals. He did fine. Drinking like 6 beers or something during the finals.
my lord.
So one more thing to notice about this, look at the pip count after the roll. You're 29 pips ahead.
Yeah.
Even
Wow.
though you're 29 pips ahead, it says you should not be doing this right here.
Mm,
This is a big boo-boo.
big boo-boo. Okay.
Part of it is because you're giving them sevens and eights to hit you. Like a
Okay,
dozen rolled, right?
that's true. Yeah,
That's a lot.
true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It can hit you with a lot. Oh, okay. That's,
So if we're like this and now it's white's roll, well, let's look at the original equity here.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not here. Oh, let's go. Stop, stop, stop.
I have to start thinking of like moving 3 instead of moving 1, moving 2.
I do want to continue. I want to stop it. So I'm saying no. It's not believing me.
I think you have to say yes so you can stop it.
Okay, so this is a position right here. Now we roll double fours. Let's look at the equity of that. This make you 56.4% favor, right? With some gammons by making this play right here. Oh, show me the final. Arrows and the final, right? Now let's say we make this play right here. Okay. Let's compare it to if we have two checkers here instead. Now we don't have the blot. Let's say this came about somehow, right? We no longer have the blot on this turn. So what does this mean for your opponent? Invert players. And so we don't know what, let's just say a cube, okay? Let's do it like a cube. So we had 50, what was it, 56%? By
54 something, 54,
Blot.
56.
Okay, but now we don't have a blot anymore. Our chances are, no, not much difference, right? Like 54.84%. So pretty close to having the blot and not having the blot. That's right. If that's true, then I wonder if I did that right. Okay. Okay. So yeah, it is a big difference. It's saying if white is on roll in this position, you've only got a 51% chance to win. But if white is on roll in this position, you've got a lot more equity. You got about 5% more because you don't have the blot anymore. Okay, so let's see. We didn't run through all the opening rolls,
Yeah.
but just to show you guys what other rolls we should consider, right? Okay, so we talked about the sixes in terms of running or making points or splitting. We know the naturals of 3-1, 4-2, 6-1, 5-3, and running with 6-5. What about things like the middle ones? These are the only ones we'll go over right now. Like what happens if you roll a 4-3?
Four, 3.
4-3. Okay.
Come down to a 9 and 10.
Okay, so that's a good one, right? Because what this one does is it puts all these checkers in place to make these points, and it'll probably end up being a priming game for you if you're not hit, right? So this is in some situations, like when you maybe need a gammon, like 2 away, 1 away, this is a really good play. Let's say let's the other way around. Let's say you're 1 away, 2 away. Your opponent needs a gammon. Do you know what the best play is?
I tend to split those. I go 24, 21 and 13, 9.
Right. So either the major split of 4 here, followed by 3 dropping down, right? That's a good play. And also the Z split. Okay. In the olden days, the top players would say, if you're going to split your back checkers and risk getting hit, why not split to a better point you can make? But they were actually quite wrong. Well, not quite, they were wrong. Because look at what you've added on this side of the board. What have you added to your point making numbers? Before you had 3s and 1s to make the 5 point. Well, now you have 3s and 1s to make the 7 point. So you're duplicating your 3 1s, right? So
Yeah.
there's not much more compared to this on your side of the board. Now you have with 1s, 3s, and 4s, you can make this point. 2s, 4s, and 5s, you can make the 4 point. So you have a lot more point making numbers by making this play, the Z split, the reverse split, than the other one, the major split.
Yeah, if I have a choice, I always opt to put my checkers on opposite colors for that reason. So I have more chances to, depending on the roll I get, I can move something advantageously. If I have them all on black or all on white, then you're kind of slotted to even numbers only.
So let's stop it here. Let's stop this. Don't do this. I do want to continue to stop you. Let's make it a match play. And let's say 11 points, and you need, let's see, you need a lot. Your opponent makes. No, you need few. Okay. I'll make it a shorter one so I have to click as much. Okay, let's say it's a 7 point match. And you already have 5 points. You only need a little bit. And your opponent needs 7 points to win. Okay. And you roll a 4-3. Or let's make it even 6-0. Okay. Whoops. Stop. It's a 4-3, not a 5-6-3. 4-3. Okay. What do you think the best 4-3 is in this play? Is it one of the splits? Is it bringing 2 down? Or is it something else?
Are you trying to play so that you can get a gammon and win?
So at 6 away, it's needing 1 point.
Or you need 1 point?
And your opponent says, so gammons don't mean anything to you, right?
Yeah.
But gammons mean something to your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
But you still will win the game.
So look at this play right here. That's one of the top plays.
Huh.
Why do you think actually thinks it's a top play? You'll see that it's already got the Z split. It's already got the major split. It already has 2 down as top plays. But why would this one be in the top plays? When you only need 1 point, your opponent needs more.
Well, I don't know. Are they going to not want to risk hitting you and leaving?
I don't know.
They can go hog wild now, right? They can just whack away without worrying about being sent back because they really want to, take hold of the game. But when you just need a few, like 1 or 2 points maybe, and your opponent needs a lot more, it's really good to have an advanced anchor.
Oh.
Right? Because your chance of you getting gammoned are lower. So if they hit one of these 2 points, then you can use the other number, use the entering roll to make that other point. And that it's good for you to have an advanced anchor in a game where that's the match score. You need
why is it good to have an advanced anchor when you're 1 point away and your opponent has many?
The biggest reason is because the chances of being gammon are lower. Okay. So this is
the chance of us
getting gammon. Right.
But do we care? I mean, we're so far ahead.
Gradually you will build up.
we can lose the game because we'll give it 2 points at a time, or or more. Hmm?
Okay. I'm not really following this, but
But they can't cube. Well, I guess they can only, if they gammon, they get 2 points.
Gives them,
Okay.
right, gives them even closer chance to win this thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a normal situation, the money game or 0-0 the long start of a match. These are the top 3 plays, right? And this is up there too, but it's not a top play. A little bit of an error. Whereas in the match score situation where it's really important to make an advanced anchor, this will
Oh.
be a top play.
oh, and what do you mean by advanced anchor? To me, an advanced anchor is down in our home board. So why is that called an advanced anchor for us in their home board?
So if you make the 20 point,
Mm-hmm.
that's the golden anchor.
Mm-hmm.
Now you aim at any point in their outfield. If you make the
Oh,
21
okay.
point, that's another advanced anchor, but not quite as good as this right here.
Okay.
Might be better if you're trailing, but now you can control all the way up to the fifth. Their 10 point, their 15 point. You can't. If you make this anchor right here, you don't have a direct shot of the 14.
What do you mean make that anchor? We're trying to get out of there. Aren't we going around the other way? Am I mixed up?
So you're going this way right here, right? And let's say they hit you with a 3-1. Okay.
Yeah.
And they make this point on top.
They just don't want to stay there in their home board. Anchor or not.
They point on you, put you the bar, right? Now if you roll
Yeah.
a 4,
Yeah.
you can come in here.
Yeah.
Well, it would work. You make this point, this anchor right here, and now you have some security for the rest of the game.
Okay.
Okay, so they make they point on this point, or they point on the 5 or the 4 point, this one here. You can make the other one, hopefully. Okay. So that's the strength of that play, because not getting gammon is kind of important. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe we can even make it a little bit worse when you get gammon. Let's say it's 6-way, 1-away, and it's Crawford, and 4-3 is played. Come on, get off the bar. Okay, this is the easiest way. Delete, start over again. Okay. 4-3, it's Crawford. And you need 1 point, they need 6 points. Okay. So we know that when you're trying to form an advanced anchor to keep from getting gammoned, stepping up to 2 is a stronger play than it was in the opening phase at a normal match score, right? 0-0 something. But
So
here,
you that up.
yeah.
Hmm.
So this time, here it is again, right? They need an even amount of points. And this is good. Starting these 2 points right here is good. Okay, so not only is it replies to the opening rolls, we have to think about something different, but a lot of the opening rolls, you want to think about what you're doing based on the match score.
Okay.
A lot of them. I think my opponent today must have thought I was a dummy because I spent maybe 20 seconds thinking about the opening play a couple of times.
You know, I don't know how to use when you said the first thing in your mantra is to what is the match score or something like that.
Right.
Consider
the match score.
Yeah.
How many points do you need?
But when as far as that's concerned, all I was looking at is the score. I don't know how to apply the things like whether it's a double match score, double match
Okay.
play, or whether it's gammon go or
Gammon
this
safe.
should be a gammon go or a gammon save. I still
Yeah.
not very sure about using that
Okay.
in consideration of my opening rolls. How to put my opening rolls.
So the
Yeah,
first thing to think about is looking at it with the away scores. How many points do you need? How many points does your opponent need? Right? So that's the first thing to do when you think about it. How many points are you away? So let's say you're one away.
Hmm.
That's a double
Yeah.
match point
Right.
situation, right?
Right.
So that you don't care about winning a gammon. You don't care about losing a gammon.
Right.
The only thing you worry about is winning the game.
hmm
So you might make a riskier play that might get you gammon, but who cares? It improves your chances of winning, right? So that's the first thing to think about if you're a double match point, just winning. You know, a match score of 1 away, 2 away is a gammon save score, because if you win a gammon, it doesn't mean anything for you. You're gonna win the match.
Oh wait, when you say 1 away, 2 away,
Mhm.
1 away for who and 2 away for who?
So
Is
the first number
there
is
an order? The first one is who?
you.
Oh, 1 away is always the player, 2 away. I mean, the second away
No.
is always the opponent.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So 1 away, 2 means you need 1 point, your opponent needs 2 points.
If you say 2-1, 2 away, 1 away means I need 2 points and the opponent need 1 point.
And that would be a gammon go situation.
Oh no. Okay, now I get it.
Okay.
I always don't know who you're referring to with the 2 away and the 1 away.
Okay. So that's basically that's why we're here today, right?
Yeah.
So the player first and then the opponent.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So yeah, the very first score to think about, and the way that people play in the beginning,
Mm.
as beginners, is they don't think about how much more likely they are to win a gammon in a match. Like if it's 5 away, 5 away,
Mm.
they'll make the play that they think is the best way to just win.
Yeah.
They
All
won't
I'm
think
thinking about is what is the best move and how not to
Yeah.
get hit, where to make points safely.
Right, without gammons, right?
Right.
But when you're 2 away, 1 away, you're the one that can benefit from a gammon,
Mm.
right? They need to play stronger for that.
Okay.
Okay.
If it's the other way around, 1 away, 2 away, your opponent can get benefit from it, but you can't benefit from it. You need to play a little more safely not to get gammon.
Yeah. So it's not just at the opening roll, it's all along the play. You got to play more, play to that, right?
Right. Right. So in the match I played today, I went way ahead. It was a 17-point match.
Mm.
I ended up winning 17-2.
Wow.
But that affected my opening rolls too, how I'm going to play them. Right? Because you still want to win, right? But you don't want to give up gammons as much. So that'll affect you on the very first roll of the game. Right? So that's why my opponent must have thought, what's he thinking about? Why does he have to think about this as an opening roll? Right? But it was
Was that a face-to-face or online?
It was a United States Backgammon Federation championship match. So the tournament's name is Online Championship. And so
Online.
yeah. So I think that one took me, I think that one was, I don't remember. There's different matches or different tournaments where you can lose up to 5 matches and still win it, right? Up to even 4, but you lose 5, you're out. And there are other ones that are double elimination. You lose twice, you're out. Okay. So I don't remember which one this was, right? But he was a decent player. Okay. But I'm sure he was thinking, why am I spending a little bit of time thinking about the opening roll? Right?
Now we know.
Now you know, yeah, because it's not so, you have to think about things like this right
Yeah.
here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the crux of what I wanted to teach you guys today. Right?
Well, this was a lot. I learned a lot. My head's a little.
Yeah, me
Okay.
too. It has to sink in, and it has to take time to sink in. Like,
Right. So this will
Yeah.
be available to review later on, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? So even the opening rolls you have to think about based upon the match score, and
Yeah.
the applies to opening rolls, really important to think about based upon what your new goals are after what they've done, right?
So I already learned the opening rolls, but now there's a whole bunch more to learn. I didn't even know I had to know.
Right. There's a lot more. Okay, here, let me give you a classic example. This is pretty cool. Okay. No, don't worry. It won't blow. It'll be something you can forget about pretty quickly. Okay. So sharing
No,
that
it's good.
screen. And let's go to this right here. Okay. Now, let's say the score is not listening here. Delete. Sure. Okay, let's say the score is a 5-point match. And each player has 4 points. Okay.
Oh.
So what does that mean?
Kill or be killed.
Kill be right. It's double match point. You don't care about winning games. You don't care about losing games, right?
No, just gotta
Okay.
win.
So in this case, Alan Martin, who was a very strong player in the 1970s, was playing after this many points. He realized he's much better than the woman he's playing, or I should say person. It was a woman, in fact, but it was he was much better than the opponent. So what 2-1 play do you think he made here?
Uh,
2-1.
Mm-hmm. So we know the standard opening 2-1s, right?
5-4. 5 and 4.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Oh,
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I just wanted because I figured he did something crazy, so that was the craziest thing.
Well,
I
so
mean,
he
you're
did-
not asking me to do the standard like split, so you're asking me something else.
so right. So he did just this right here.
He did
did
this.
that?
He did this. His reasoning was if he's missed, he can make a 6-5 4-point board really quickly. Right?
Ah,
If he's hit, then that checker's going to be sent back, and it'll lead to a longer game, more moves in that game, which is good for him because it gives his opponent a chance every single turn to make a bit of a mistake. The more moves in the game, the more mistakes your opponent can make. And he figured that he was a better player, much better player. So even here, right? Double match point. Why would you make this play? Well, the case where you're the much stronger player against your opponent. So even the opening rolls are not so standard anymore. Right?
well, that scared the bejesus out of me. But you said he was good, and I knew the other plays were regular. So what's the craziest play?
Well, the craziest play is what Walter Troy said. I don't know what the best play is every opening roll, but I'm pretty sure that the worst play would be playing 2 checkers off the 8-point. Right? So if you roll a 2 and you play 8-6 and 8-7. If you roll a 4-3, maybe you play 2 checkers off the 8-point. So that's what he thought, right? Probably one of the worst places, no matter what you do on the opening roll, is to play 2 checkers off your 8-point.
Oh,
Mike, can you simulate a game that I played that bothered me a lot up to the 3rd move,
Okay.
4th move?
Do you have the
Yeah, I have the things.
Okay. You want to describe
So-
it? You want to send the file or what?
No, we just play here because it's only 3-4 moves.
Okay.
If you can, then we can discuss.
We can.
So it's a double match play. 1-1 with that.
Double match points for okay. So one away.
So the first play is the first roll is 5-4.
For you or them?
Me.
You.
And I went down, I came down.
You sure?
5-4.
Yep. And you did what? What 4 did you do?
I came down 13-8, 13-9.
Okay. Well, that's good. Okay.
And then the opponent
Wait,
is
wait, but is it best?
Huh.
Do you think this is best?
no, but I did that. I
Okay.
did that. That was what I did in
Okay.
the game. Okay.
So I know. So you did it.
Uh,
Let's think about whether it's the best thing because we're only going to few.
probably not.
Huh? Okay.
Probably not.
Well, it might have been better to split right here.
Yeah, but I did not.
Okay. You did not. Okay.
Let's
Okay.
look.
So it says it's close between bringing two down,
I did a 5.
running, right? And thinks that the best play is this one right here.
Mm.
That was the best play,
Best
but
play.
I did not.
Second,
No,
a double
but-
match point.
Her play is like, oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
Okay, this is my
Minus-
play.
Oh, I see, minus plus. Okay, no, it's a big difference. I was thinking it was 0.001 difference, but it's not. It's big.
Okay. So this is what Soo Boo did.
Yeah.
Her opponent did what?
So the next, the opponent rolled 3-1,
Okay.
and the opponent went 13-10, 6-5. You know, it made the 5.
Made the 5 point.
Went 13-10, 6-5. That
Whoa,
makes sense.
that's really what he did?
Wow.
According to the people here.
Really? 13-10,
right here.
6-5?
Yeah, that's what the opponent. Okay.
Wow.
And they
And
didn't
then-
make the 5 point, huh? They should have
Yeah,
made the 5 point. That's a
didn't.
big mistake.
And then I roll a 5-5, a double 5.
Oh,
And then I went
oh.
8-3 3 times. And I 13-8.
Okay.
So that's what I did. Then the
Mhm.
opponent went 4-1, roll 4-1.
Okay. So you don't want to discuss this one here, right?
Oh, okay, we can discuss, but I
Okay.
I
But
don't
she
know.
did it.
Yeah, I did it.
I know.
But she did it.
Oh, but I'd like to hear your comments.
Okay. So let's see, where are we here? 5, 4,
Five.
3, 1. So 5, 4, 3, 1, and double 5s now, right?
Yeah.
From this position right here.
Yeah.
So you know what happens when you put 3 on the 3 point? That extra builder right there
It's
can only be
useless.
used the 2 point and the 1 point. That's what's called a
Yeah.
dilly builder,
But I have
Ah.
nowhere to go.
right? You could slot. I'd rather slot from 9 to 4,
Okay.
Well, survey says,
right?
Mhm.
Okay, so now this way, you're using all your checkers more efficiently. You haven't put a dilly builder here. So this is the play that you made. It's a bit of an error, right? But not a huge error. Okay. And the big reason is because this guy can't be used. That checker just doesn't have as much use as, as compared to this guy.
Okay.
Okay. So then
Okay.
what happened? So you did this.
Yeah. And then the opponent wrote 4-1. And he went 13-9 and 6-5. 4-1. 13.
well,
Okay.
hmm.
That's reasonable. And then you roll. Oh, your checkers were here. Gotta go.
And then I roll 4-2.
Let me put the checkers in the right place. Then you roll 4-2. Okay.
Yeah. And I make the 4 point.
Okay. So what's going on?
Huh?
What's going on?
I made the 4 point by going 8-4, 6-4.
Okay. So first of all, consider the match score. One away, double match point. You just want to win, right?
Mhm.
And that's why this dilly builder is really bad over here, because you really want to make full use of your men.
Okay.
Okay. Because
Sorry, but I did it.
okay, these are shirtless construction workers that they take the pictures and they put on these calendars, right? So you don't want to waste them. You want to do good things with them.
Okay.
Okay. So you roll. So you're playing. So the first thing is one away, one away.
Mm.
And then the second thing in our mantra is what?
What's the second thing?
I don't know, win? Just gotta win? I don't know.
Game plan.
What's
No,
the game plan?
What's
Yeah,
your
right.
game plan? What's your opponent's game plan?
So I was trying to build my build a strong inner board.
Right. So you're playing more of an attacking game, right?
Mm.
And they're probably playing more of a priming game.
Yeah,
Okay.
So
So
in the rush, I realized I'm a little bit worried with my two checkers on the deck, right?
right.
And how to get out. But I'm still caught in moving in with the 4-2 because I can't. Yeah, so I thought I would make a point better than move my one checker, move a lone checker out to 18, you know. So I think
Yeah.
that
I wouldn't, I would not have moved to 18. I would have done something else, but
But maybe a 2 is important to split here.
yeah.
Because you're not as afraid of losing a gammon because it's a double match point.
Mm.
But it looks like they're starting to build a prime in front of you, in which case splitting is good. Right?
mm,
But you know,
Well, anyway, this is a game that I eventually lost, but I want to know. In the next two moves is where I made the fatal move.
okay, so first of all, look at what XG says is the best play.
oh,
Make the 4 point, right?
Yeah, so I did that.
Okay, you did that. And look what it says is the second best play.
Yeah.
oh, wow.
Splitting right here, right?
Mm.
Because you don't care about being gammon. And this is the third best play.
Move to the 6. Yeah.
So if they hit you here, they can't make an interboard point.
Mm.
If they hit you here and they could have made the point anyway, it doesn't matter, right? But if they hit you here and they can't make an interboard point, that's a big gain. So all three of these plays are not too bad, but by far the best one is what you did. So we're making the 4 point. Yeah.
Okay. Then they roll a 4-1 again.
4-1
And
again.
then they went 13-9 and 6-5.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
okay. And then
Um,
so they're building a prime in front of you, right?
Yeah.
Your chance of making a prime
Yeah.
are not so great, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I roll a 3-2.
3-2. So again, double match point. Game plans, they're probably playing a priming game plan. You're probably playing an attacking game plan.
So this is the move that I beat the dust, so to speak. But I wanted to see because from here on, the opponent doubled and I just lost everything.
Wait, I
Display
thought
on and
double
off.
match point.
Huh?
Oh, you mean he rolled doubles? It's not. Is it still one away, one away?
No, game one. Wait. Oh, it's not a double match game.
Okay.
The opponent doubles, but I don't have it written down. What kind of
What the score is?
What's the
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, I rolled a 3-2.
Okay. Are you starting to feel?
And I split the ace point, the back checker, to 22 and 21.
Oh,
And that was bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
That was bad.
Okay. Because you're playing into your opponent's hand.
mm,
Yeah.
They,
I want to see the analysis. What
well, it's a big difference between whether there's double match point, which would be you make your play better, or now that it's not double match point anymore. That's a big difference right here, right? So here, gammons, if you lose a gammon, that counts against you. So you're not as you don't as much want to split, but maybe you need to split a little bit to keep from getting prime back on the ace point. These two guys are stuck back here.
Yeah.
You can get gammon this way too by being stuck back here. So maybe your best play is something like bringing two down here and then
Yeah.
have a chance to make one of these points. Right?
Yeah.
Or maybe
Yeah.
your best move is to
Yeah.
stop this guy.
Or maybe just 13 to 8 was one of my thoughts. Just bring 13 down to 8.
So that's kind of a Swiss cheese prime, right? With the 5 point and the 7 point open.
Swiss cheese.
I like Swiss cheese. I like cheese.
Okay, so
24,
needing
22.
needing 5. Look what actually says the best play.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Wow.
And for the
By a lot.
reason of you're starting to
Well,
get
not
field
by a
trap back here, you need to split. Whenever they're big, they do a prime, you need to split so you don't get trapped back there.
Mm.
So second best play is the one you made, Soo Boo.
Oh,
But that was really bad.
But turned out bad.
Yeah.
yeah.
This happened 1,000 more times in the future.
Yep.
You know, you want to
Might
make
be
this one,
okay.
hopefully, but this isn't as bad. This isn't too bad, right?
Because they did 5-2. They rolled a 5-2 and they make their 3 point. But then from there on, it just went down the game.
So you can't base your move upon the way this one game went,
The one move.
right? So you're stepping up with 2 checkers,
Uh,
but then losing badly.
uh.
That's not going to happen every time, right? So maybe it is the best move. It just turned out badly.
Oh, I see. You can't blame your game based on just one move. It's one
Right.
that one move.
Right. Can't play. You can't make all 3-2 decisions in the future saying, I'm not going to do this.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So if it is double match point, then even less so are you afraid of splitting these 2 checkers and getting gammoned, right? Because that's I thought that was the conditions we're working under, right? But let's say it's gonna improve your chance of the play that you made if it is double match point. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, one thing you can start to see is why the double fives play, putting a checker here on the 3 point is weaker,
Okay.
right? Because now you can't use this checker. You have to use all the other checkers. So here it says, this is think it's still the best play right here, botting and splitting, but it says your play is even closer now because it's double match point. You don't have to worry about being gammoned. Okay.
Assuming it's a double match point,
Mm-hmm.
and then the opponent rolls a 5-2
Okay.
and make the.
Okay, so you make this clear here. Okay, right?
5-2, yeah. And move 8-3, 5-3.
Okay. And then they roll.
And he moves
2. Okay.
8-3 and 5-3.
So that looks fine, right?
They
Double
hit
match
me.
point. Right. And it's by far the best play.
And I roll a 5-1.
Okay, so one has to come in.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't break the midpoint. I play the 5 from 9 to 4.
Yeah, I did that. 9-4.
Okay. So did you want to go further with this?
No, but I think coming this far, I learned quite a few things from you.
Yeah.
Not to put the 3 stackers, not to stack the 3 there, and not to judge that one move just because you lose the game after that one move. That's the bad. That is always the bad.
And slotting the 5 in this case that's interesting. That it's. I mean, it was better to slot the 5 than stack the 3.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
exactly. Very good.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but I would never think to slot the 5 because it's like, that's like, oh,
So why would you make a play like that?
Who, me?
Why would you want to slot the 5 with the 3? Because
don't know.
you're the underdog, right? You
Oh,
need to do something to try and equalize or improve. Yeah. That's why you're willing to do that. You're willing to
Okay.
spot the 5 and hopefully make it.
okay.
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 Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome. Good. Yeah, this was, I think I agree. I think it was pretty good. What do you think, Rada?
It was very useful for me. I think my errors.
Yeah. Yep.
I think
Very
it's like,
useful, very pleasant for me. Thank you, Mike. Thank you.
Welcome.
thing is like what Carol said. You think you know some, and then you figure, oh, you know
Then
so
you don't.
you know so little.
Just double batch, or you don't care about gammons, or because,
Yeah, you think you know it, but then the more you know, you find out, oh no, there's more to know.
The more you don't know, right?
Yep.
you think, oh, good, I learned this. Oh, guess what? There's a door over there, and there's a bigger room with more stuff in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good metaphor.
Yep.
Thank
Okay.
you, Mike.
I won't see you guys online for a couple of weeks now.
Oh yeah,
Where are you going?
for his tournament, right?
Michigan,
When
Ah.
do you leave?
Monday.
Mike, success.
Wow.
Oh, tomorrow you'll be at the game.
What's that,
Tomorrow
Rada?
you'll be at
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, bye-bye. Yes,
Yeah.
tomorrow. I'll be-
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Did you want to say something, Soo Boo?
No, I said tomorrow you will be at Indochina still.
Yes, I will. I'll be there. Okay.
Okay, see you guys.
Travel safe.
Yeah. Bye.